Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, kindly press the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Don't worry about my look, I just came back from work and I want to get this out of my plate before I get too lazy to film. As promised, this is part 2 of how I got my scholarship with Unicaf to study for my master's. So let's jump right into the video. Okay, so in the previous video, I did explain to you what you need to write in your personal statement. Basically, state your case as to why you're deserving of the scholarship. Once you do submit your personal statement, you are required to also pay the application fee for the university within which you're applying to. So from case to case basis, it will be different depending on the school you've applied to. So I can only give an example of my case. When I was applying for the John Moores Liverpool University, I did pay 5,000 shillings at the time. Your student advisor will give you a pay bill number within which you can pay your application fee. And then once you get your admission letter, your offer letter together with your scholarship, you are then required to pay at least a down deposit to show your commitment that you are going to study that course. You're required to pay a minimum of 30,000 that goes towards your school fees. So the introduction module is the first module you will take. That it goes for that 30,000. I guess that's why you're required to pay a minimum of at least 30,000, so you're able to register for the introduction module. The introduction module is basically you being taken through the online study process, how to use their website, and they also check your grammar. So that's why you'll have like an English test where they check whether you know your prepositions and stuff like that. The introduction module runs for just 1 month. It's just a 4-week course. You are required to pass it in order to now begin the next course. So I did apply for my Master of Laws. Remember that I am required to do 8 units, and the introduction module is among the 8 units. So the second module I did after introduction module is international labor law. So some of the units that I am required to take under the Master of Laws is international labor law, international human rights law, conflict and warfare in international law, international corporate governance, international criminal law, advanced legal research methods, and then finally the dissertation. Each of these module runs for a period of 8 weeks, and there are no cuts. You just have like a discussion forum at the end of each week. You're required to submit your contribution towards that particular topic of the week. You comment to your other classmates regarding their comment on that particular topic and the likes. So on week 8, you're required to do an essay. I think it's roughly 1,500 words, and I will counter check and put the information here. The essay you submit on week 8, and that is what they'll use to assess you in order to continue to the next module, and the pass mark is 50%. It's a self-paced course, so you're not required to apply for the next unit and the next unit unless you want to finish within a period of 1 year, 6 months. Then, and you have the money in your account, you can then register 1 unit after the other. Remember, it runs for 8 weeks. So once you finish the second module, you can go to the third module. That is if you have money in your account that's sufficient for you to register for the next module, and that you passed your previous unit, and that's it. So for those who will be wondering how much I paid, the total amount, at least in my case when I got the scholarship, the total amount I'm required to pay is around 450,000. I feel like that's a good deal because I did my research, and if I was to study at whatever university here locally, it would cost me roughly, especially Strath, it would cost me roughly more than 2 million. So at the end of the day, I'm getting a really good deal to get the same qualification, and it's from a university in the UK, which gives me more advantage. I mean, why not? So there's so many benefits to take up this opportunity. I will highly recommend that you jump on board and better yourself. The thing I need to also mention is the fact that once you pay that 30,000, you are not required to pay the full amount. So like in my case, I was required to pay 450. I'm not required to pay the full amount. You can pay in 2 installments. If you feel like 2 installments is a bit of a stretch for you, just plead your case and let them know in the event you're not able to pay, let's say in 2 installments, request that you be given like monthly installments or maybe a 2-month gap for your installments, so that you pay probably like, let's say 50 until you finish the amount that you're supposed to pay as your contribution for your school fees. It's very flexible. Just talk to your student advisor and tell them your situation, explain to them what you'd like, ask as many questions as you need to. So of course you will be contacted once you send in your application. You have to leave your number and submit your documentation so that you are guaranteed to get the scholarship. As of next month, the scholarship they'll be giving out is only 60%, so take the opportunity while it's still there. So remember, those are the steps that you will take in order to apply for your scholarship. If you do decide to apply, a student advisor will be assigned to you. You can ask all the questions that you have. Alternatively, I'll link the address down below, and also if you're interested in applying for the scholarship, I'll also put the link down below in the description box. Check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram handle. There is the link. And if not on Instagram, you can always just message down below and I'll respond. If you have my number, call me. I'm ready to assist anyone who needs help, especially if you have used my link. Disclaimer, I do not work with Unicaf. I just thought of sharing because it's a very good opportunity. It's a very flexible one at that. So if you have a kid and you're not able to go to school physically, online learning is the best way. Or if you're working and you need something that's more flexible and suited, that you can do concurrently as you work, online learning is the best. And the best part yet is the fact that you will not pay this amount to get the same qualification anywhere else. They're giving out free scholarships. I'd advise that you take it and run with it while it's still there. Unicaf did sign an MOU with LSK. So currently, if you studied law and you want to pursue your master's, they're giving you 80% off your study fee. You apply for that scholarship, you'll be given 80% off your school fee. The scholarship isn't just limited to anyone who's studying law. There are different courses you can apply for. I will insert the link right here, together with the universities that you can apply to. Together with the universities you can apply to and the available courses. You could also study your bachelor. If you know anyone who wants to study their bachelor or change their whole bachelor's degree, they can apply to Unicaf and get a scholarship. You could also pursue your master's and your PhD. So if you already have done your master's, apply for your PhD and you are still qualified to get a scholarship. Another thing I do have to mention, when you pay the 30,000 upon your acceptance, you do not qualify to get a tablet. I was misled during my process, or I misunderstood during my process, and I thought that once you pay the minimum deposit, you're automatically qualified to get a tablet. Turns out you have to pay like 100k in order to get the tablet. The tablet can also be converted back to your school fees because it's worth 15,000. So it just depends with you. You can still pay 30,000 in order to secure your scholarship at the university. You've gotten this far into the video, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button, and you've already subscribed, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share. You never know who will need this information. Kindly do share this information to anyone and everyone out there who might need it. If you need any assistance, don't forget, just feel free to DM me anytime. I will be of assistance. And if you do decide to send in your application, I wish you the very best. So until next time, bye.